I want to talk to you about stock incentives. That's the most common way that people use to give equity incentives to their team. Now, when you actually start to think about giving equity to your team, the first thing that you'll be doing is you'll be setting aside a pool of shares that you're going to be able to allocate to your team members over time. Most startups start with 10% of their total stock allocated to an option pool that can be allocated to various team members as they join and allocated over time. So once you've actually set aside that pool of options, you'll actually set up some plan rules and some grant templates that you'll use to actually document how those options will actually work. Once you've done that, then you'll actually grant the options to the team member. That gives the team member the right to be able to convert them into stock at a future time once the vesting conditions have met. So the most common vesting period is 4-year time-based vesting, okay, which means that in order for all the shares to vest, the team member will have to have been with you for 4 years. And if they leave earlier than that, they're going to forfeit some of those options, so they're not going to be able to convert them into shares. And when they do convert them into shares or stock, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to pay the exercise price, which is stipulated when you grant the options. It's really important that you as a founder understand these concepts, but also that your team members understand it as well. I've spoken to some founders who have been through some of the biggest and best exits ever who didn't understand this when they were part of the team, and therefore they didn't really value it properly. So you want your team acting as mini founders, and you want them to really understand and value the equity incentives and the ownership you're giving them. So get on the options, make sure they understand it, and unleash the power of your mini founders.